Assalamu alaikum. My name is Umme Habiba, and today I will tell you about the compound sentences. These are very easy to understand if we just adopt a few simple techniques. First of all, I will define you that the compound sentences is defined as two or more independent clauses that are joined by some coordinating conjunction, and that conjunctions are divided into 7 things. They can remember it in a very short form, like fan voice. You can define the fan voice as F for, A for N for nor, B for but, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, and S for so. When you use these 7 conjunctions between two independent clauses, you can make a compound sentence. For example, if I say I like black, my friend likes purple, this is not a proper thing. So we have to put something between them, like I like black and she likes purples. मुझे काला रंग पसंद है और उसको पर्पल रंग पसंद है, तो हमने so we put an and in between to make it a proper thing. So there are some conditions to if there are 4 commas. If there are 5 or more words before a fan voice, you can put a comma. Like I have stated on my example, I will buy some red apples and I will buy bananas. There was 5 words before the fan voice, so we put a comma. Second condition is this: if fan voice connect items in a series, then we have to also put a comma. The party will include pastries, pizza, and cupcakes.
Okay, that's very good and it's quite useful handout. You made it very well. Thank you. Good job. Keep it up.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Luqman Khan, and today I'm going to teach you guys present simple tense. The simple present is a verb tense. We use simple present tense when an action is happening right now or when it happens regularly. That's why it's sometimes called present indefinite tense. How to form simple present tense? The simple present tense is formed by adding es or s to the first form of verb in some cases. Simple present tense general structure is subject plus first form of verb with the addition of s or es in the end in some cases. For example, Abdurazak plays football every day. Here we use play as a first form of verb, and we are also studying simple present tense. That's why we add s to the verb. So now move toward the uses. When we talk about the general truth, for example, honesty, honey is sweeter. So the sweetness of honey is a general truth. In such kind of sentence, we will use simple tense. In exclamatory sentence, which begins with here or there, we also use present simple tense. For example, here comes the bus. Furthermore, we can use present simple tense when we talk about future events that are part of timetable. For example, the train leaves at 6 p.m. So in such kind of situation, we will prefer present simple tense.
Okay, this is all very good. The handout is quite good. You could give some quotes in Urdu as well, translation one, so that they understand it better. But otherwise, it's all good. Thank you. Next one, please.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Raza Fatma and today I will teach you about not only but also use in a sentence. The structure not only and but also is used in formal context. If a verb follows not only, then a verb should also follow but also. It has to be parallel to each other. Both pieces of information are presented surprising and unexpected. The second one is considered even more surprising than the first one. For example, first we use if subject plus verb, not only an adjective plus but also adjective. Can we see that the adjective is used in the first phase of but not only after.
Can I get this handout, please?
Okay.
I'll get it from her.
Okay. And adjective will also use after second phase of sentence. For example, she was not extremely intelligent but also very practical. This is like वो बहुत ज़्यादा intelligent नहीं बल्कि इसके अलावा practical भी है. इसका मतलब है that means we have to use adjective with first phase of a sentence and adverb after second phase of sentence. This is she is not only novelist but also a poet. वो खाली एक नॉवल निगार नहीं बल्कि एक शायर भी है.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Abdul Razak. Today we will discuss about simple present tense and its negative form. So let me tell you about the core concept of simple present tense and its negative form, that all of you have like your thoughts, you have your feelings, you have the facts about your future and all that. So if you are denying some facts, some thoughts and some beliefs about your future, you have to use simple future tense and its negative form. So after this, the structure might be like the subject might be followed by will not, and after this the verb must be like in first form and its base form. So according to like the simple future tense and its negative form, I will give you some examples. That I won't go there, I promise. For example, like I am denying something and I am like promising with someone that I won't go there, I promise, मैं वहाँ नहीं जाऊँगा, मैं वादा करता हूँ आपसे. और इसी के साथ साथ मतलब कि आप कह सकते हैं कि I am not going to give this examination. So this also like a commitment and denying something in the future. So conclusion is that using simple future tense and negative form.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. It was all good और clarification was fine. थोड़ा सा energetic करें खुद को और ज़्यादा. नहीं होता मुकर्रर शोला बयां. थोड़ा सा ये बाकी ठीक है. Good job.
My name is Afifa Ashraf. I will teach you about the word yet. How to use yet in a sentence. Yet means that something that we expected has happened or has not happened. Yet is a useful word in the English language. Yet can be used as an adverb. It can also be used in conjunction. With the right placement and punctuation, you can use yet with confidence when you write or speak. There are three methods to apply yet. Put yet at the end of sentence to describe something that has not happened. I have not completed my homework yet. He has not phoned my bag yet. The second condition is use yet in the middle sentence to discuss something unknown. Our guests are yet to arrive. Place yet in a sentence to show situation or event is going. For example, I have lot more work yet. There is lot more time yet. Thank you.
Okay, this is good. थोड़ा सा interaction करें audience के साथ और जो एक monotone है ना narration जिस तरह से आप कर रही हैं इससे थोड़ा सा निकलें. कोशिश ये करें कि step by step communicate करें. Right? That will be better. Good job. Handout नहीं है साथ? और आपका भी नहीं है. मैंने उनसे पूछा था.
I am Muhammad Athar and I am here to teach you the use of can, could and be able to. For example, let's start from can. We use can when something is possible or allowed. Like, I can see you. Here I was allowed or I am allowed to see you or it is possible for me to see you. There is another situation where you can use can. Somebody has the ability to do something. For example, I ask you a question, can you speak any foreign language? Here I was asking about an ability of someone to do something. Let's move further. Now we will discuss about cannot. We use cannot, like I will give you an example. I'm afraid I can't come to the party on Friday. Like here I'm giving a negative situation. Further we will move we will discuss the difference between can and be able to. We use can because it's more usual, but in certain situations it becomes necessary to use be able to. Like I give you an example, Tom can come tomorrow. Here can is usual, but if we think in this perspective, Tom might be able to come tomorrow. Here it becomes necessary for us to use be able to. Further, we will discuss about could. Could is the past form of can. Could is the past form of can and we use it.
Okay, this is very well, excellent. I wish you had the handout also. Overall explanation is very awesome.
हाथ फ्रैक्चर या मांस पड़ा तो उस वजह से नहीं मिला.
अच्छा, I'm sorry.
अभी भी मैं वो
Allah Ta'ala आपको सेहत दे, but it's all very good. I can see the energy, spark and passion Keep it up. You can become a good trainer. Inshallah. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Please you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Darish Patur and today I am here to tell you about the use of would in sentences. The word would is used in unreal conditional sentences. In other words, in situations which are not real. And remember one thing, that while making these sentences, we use were instead of was. And we use second form of verb in the conditional part of the sentences. For instance, if I were rich, I would travel the world. I will travel around the world. अगर मैं अमीर होता तो मैं दुनिया की सैर करता. And if he paid more attention to the class, he wouldn't get the low marks. Would is also used for making the formal sentences. Like, would you pay in cash or in debit card, or would you like to come to the party, etc. And the word would is an auxiliary verb in the English, and in the reported speech clauses we use would instead of will. Would is the second form of will. And while the structure of making these sentences is, first of all we have to place the would you, and after that simple form of verb, and at the last we have to place the object. For instance, would you please pass the jelly, or would you please help me in my work, etc. The word would is mainly used to talk about the past or talk about the future in the past. It also expresses the conditional mood. Like in repeated past.
Okay, thank you. Overall, it's quite good, and you elaborated well. Brief था, simple था, and easy to understand. कुछ साथ उर्दू के senses भी add कर दें तो और बेहतर हो जाएगा. ठीक है? Good. Thank you.
This is Hasan Mahmood, and today I am going to teach you the passive present simple tense. First, I start the passive present. You should know the simple tense. So, as you know that the present means whatever that is happening now. Present tense, we can say that it relates two things. First, the action going on, and the second one that will happen regularly. So, for example, I can say that I am a student of UET Lahore. That is the simple tense that is universally describing myself, and it also describes your personality, and that cannot change. So, passive tense. For example, he reads a novel. I can say that a novel is read. Means कि मैंने वो नावल पढ़ता है, नावल उसने पढ़ा है. She does not cook food. Food is not cooked by her. ये खाना उससे नहीं बन रहा. So we can say that passive tense is that thing that can define that can describe that is done by her or him. So that's it.
Okay, this is good. Some of your translations were not appropriate. खाना उससे नहीं बन रहा नहीं होगा. Right? Like food is not cooked. खाना नहीं बनता है. Something like that. Okay. All right. Otherwise, it's good. I like this handwritten handout. This is good.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Hafsa Mubashir. I'm gonna tell you guys about imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are those sentences which give command, demand, instructions, or suggestions. These sentences usually do not state a subject, and subject is the person who is doing an action. And these sentences starts with a verb or action. Let me give you an example. Bring me a glass of water. यानी आप मेरे लिए पानी का गिलास लाएं. In negative sentences, you have to use don't. Don't forget your belongings. And remember one thing, don't say you while using these type of sentences, because the you word will give intensity to your sentence. We have got an example like help your parents and elders at home. If you say you help your parents and elders at home, it sounds like you are bossing someone and nobody's gonna like it. And one more thing to remember, you can use please to be more polite. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, this is good, brief, to the point, and translation was even fine. Keep it up like that. Good job. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. It's me Muhammad Umar, and today my topic to be discussed present indefinite interrogative sentence.
It doesn't have the handout, right?
Interrogative sentence, we all know that present tenses are those which is currently happening in regularly and happening right now. And interrogative sentence means we are not well aware of everything that happened in front of us. So we have many questions are built up in our mind. So we know that every interrogative sentence is not starting from with the W's family. So some of them starting with the helping verb, and the helping verb are using in present indefinite sentences are do and does. So some of examples are does Sana wash their clothes and do they play cricket? क्या वो क्रिकेट खेलते हैं? So this is all from my side. Thank you.
This is very brief and no handout, huh?
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muniba Nawaz, and today I am going to demonstrate the use of might in a positive sense. First of all, what is the use of might? It is used to express perhaps. It means we are going to express 50% scenario. It may be or it may not be done. For example, he might have done his homework by now. It means it may have been done or it may not have been done. The structure of these kind of sentences include might in these, like subject plus might and first form of verb and object. For example, Aisha might not go with us. It means that Aisha shayad hamare sath jaye ya na jaye. It means 50% scenario. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You distribute the handout? No? Alright, that's fine. It's the same like might.
My name is Shamul Haq and I am going to explain use of could today. The most precise definition that we have of could is that the could is the past tense of can. Now we are going towards the characteristics. We have 4 basic characteristics of could and I will explain you one by one. First of all, the could refers to ability of something. For example, I can say that when I was younger, I could run for miles. जब मैं जवान था मैं मीलों तक भाग सकता था, note that word, sakta is referring to the ability that he has, that he had possessed in his younger age. Now the second characteristic of could is that it also reflects upon the possibility of a present. For example, we could have as many as 10 people come to dinner tonight. आज इशाइया में 10 लोग आ सकते हैं. That sakte is again referring to the ability that the could is having in it. The third characteristic is that refers to the impossible will of the past of a doer or subject, whatever it is. For example, I can say that we could have won if we had practice. हम जीत सकते थे अगर हमने मेहनत की होती. Again, that sakte he is referring to the ability that we can possess in the past, but unfortunately that we had not won. The fourth thing of could is, the fourth characteristic is annoyance.
Okay, this is very powerful, and the use of body language, that TPR, total physical response, is wonderful. Keep it up like this, huh?
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Asad and today I will tell you the use of should in passive voice. So should is used when we have to when someone give us advice, or we give advice to someone. It is also used when we ask about obligations or duties to others. So the sentence structure for active voice of the should is first comes subject and then comes the should, that is auxiliary verb, and then comes the main verb, that is first form of verb. Example is I should buy this book. मुझे ये किताब खरीदनी चाहिए. Passive voice is sentence structure is object plus should be plus auxiliary verb and plus third form of verb, then object. I should buy this cloak. मुझे ये घड़ी खरीदनी चाहिए. And its passive voice is this cloak should be bought by me. ये घड़ी मुझे खरीदनी चाहिए.
I mean, you don't need to make passive voice here, right? This clock should be bought by, should be bought. Listen, don't use by. This clock should be bought. इस घड़ी को खरीदा जाना चाहिए. Right? Yeah, like you say, this mobile must be bought. ये मोबाइल ज़रूर ख़रीदा जाना चाहिए. Like that. Don't add by me. Okay, by me के साथ उसकी वो sense clear नहीं होती.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum and namaste. Today I want to teach you present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense is used to indicate an action that begins in past and is still occurring in present. So structure of present perfect continuous. Structure of present perfect continuous tense is first we use subject plus has have, has plus been plus verb plus ing form and plus since and for. Example of present perfect continuous tense is I have been sleeping since 10 am. इसका मतलब ये है कि जो हो मैं सुबह 10 बजे से सो रहा हूँ, तो सो रहा हूँ मीन्स मैं काम वर्क इज स्टार्ट सिंस मॉर्निंग एंड हैपनिंग इज प्रेजेंट. And another example is that we have been living together for 4 years. Thank you so much.
Okay, so you taught actually present perfect continuous. Do you have the handout of that? Yeah, I got it. Good. Has been, have been, and since for. This is good. Keep it up, right? और since for का भी थोड़ा सा आपको बताना चाहिए था. Since for period of point of time,
Yes,
for period of time, right? Good job.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Sheroz Ali. Today I am going to teach you present continuous active voice tense. First of all, active voice means subject in the sentence performs an action. So in the active voice of present continuous tense, we focus on the person who is doing an action currently in the present. Now the structure of this tense includes subject plus helping verb which is MR plus first form of verb with ing and plus object. This makes this tense. So there are three types of actions in which we can use this tense. First action is that this tense is used for an action going at the time of speaking. For example, the boys are playing football. लड़के फुटबॉल खेल रहे हैं, रहा है, रही हैं, रहे हैं. This is the representation of this tense. And the second action is that for an action which may not actually happening at the time of speaking. For example, I am reading, but I am not reading at this moment. This is the second action of this tense. And the third action of this tense is that for a temporary action that has already been arranged to take place to a near future. For example, I am going to cinema tonight. So these are the three actions in which we can use this present continuous tense. Thank you.
Okay, this is good. Overall, fine. थोड़ा सा उर्दू भी अगर यूज़ करते हैं ना तो उससे क्लियर हो जाना था. But you said a couple of things in that. That's good. Present continuous. Good job. Thank you. Next one.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Badr Munir and I will tell you about the use of the word could in active voice. Well, could is a modal verb. Modal verbs are auxiliary verbs, also called helping verbs like can, would, must, etc. Modal verbs add meaning to the main verb in a sentence by expressing possibility, ability, or permission. So we will discuss some of the sentences of modal auxiliary verb could in active voice. So first our sentences are simple sentences like I could tea you now. Like modal verbs could can be used in present and past as well. So in present we will use like I could tea you now, and in past she could study grammar in 2010. The second sentence is the negative sentences. So I could not teach you now, and in past we could use she could not study grammar in 2010. The third one is interrogative sentences. Could I teach you now, and in the past we can use could she not study grammar in 2010. And the fourth one is formal sentences. Could I not teach you now, and in past we will use could she not study grammar in 2010. And the last one is informal sentences. Like informal sentences we ask to our friends or colleagues in an informal way but in our behavior. Couldn't I teach you now? Couldn't I teach you now? Like in past we will say couldn't she study grammar in 2010. Thank you.
All right, it's good. Overall the handout is very nice and the layout was good. Keep it up. Yeah.
Today I have present my presentation topic can active voice. Meaning of can has be able to and be permitted कर सकते हैं. Voice is the form of verb. Active voice is that when subject has working itself. For example, Ali eats an apple. Where I have converted into passive voice, that is an apple has eaten by Ali.
Apple has been eaten by.
Yes sir, an apple has eaten by Ali. Five English important grammar we can use present indefinite, present continuous, can, may, and future indefinite. Today I have discussed about can. can is used to ask a polite question, but it can is usually used to ask permission to do or something. Something, can I borrow your car? Could is the past tense of can. Can is one of the most commonly used modal verb in English. It can be used to express ability or opportunity to request or permission. Like I can ride a horse. Can is used in a present tense. Structure of tense is subject plus verb plus subject plus can plus verb plus object. For example, I can speak English. I can play cricket. I can break this door. I can lift this chair. Okay.
All right. There should have been some translation and no handout. Did you give the handout? It didn't reach me.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ishanata and we are going to discuss the use of ought to. So first of all, ought to is a helping verb like the others, and it is similar to should, but it is much less frequently used. There are two basic reasons why it is less frequently used. First, it does not have a past form. How cool is that? It does not have a past form. And second thing is that should is more natural and sounds more natural in a sentence. It is also less frequently used in negative and in interrogative sentences. So here are some uses of ought to, like to express some obligation and expectation. For example, I am trying to teach you the use of ought to, and I expect all of you to listen carefully. And this is your obligation to listen to me carefully. So we can say that you all ought to listen carefully. आप लोगों को चाहिए कि आप गौर से सुने. Secondly, to express the likelihood of something happening, like this session ought to happen for next 2 hours या next 1 hour. मतलब ये session जो है इसको अगले 1 या 2 घंटे तक मज़ीद चलना है या चलेगा या चलना चाहिए. And the last thing, ought to, when we use ought to plus have and past participle, it means that we are trying to express some regret. For example, I ought to have spoken up earlier. मुझे पहले बात कर लेनी चाहिए थी. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Good, nice explanation. Keep it up, huh? Good job.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
Shahabuddin. Today I will talk about future indefinite tense interrogative sentences. Let me first talk about the future indefinite tense briefly. Future indefinite tense is also known as the future simple tense. This tense is used to express an action that will occur in the near future. Such an action is intended to be done in the near or far future after being said about it by the speaker. Structure of sentences in future indefinite tense include main verb, which is the first form of the verb, helping verb, which are will and shall, but shall is traditional. Now let me talk about interrogative sentences. These are the question sentences which start with will. Its structures include 2 types of structures depending on the subject. If the subject is I and we, then shall will be used, and the structure becomes shall plus subject plus first form of the verb plus object. And another one is if the objects are you, if the subject are you, he, she, they, it, and the name, then will be used. And the structure becomes will plus subject plus first form of the verb plus object. The examples include will you sing a song, क्या आप गाना गाएंगे, shall we eat mangoes, क्या हम आम खाएंगे, and etc. गा गी गे एंड में इनके आएंगे sentences.
Okay, this is good. Yeah, keep it up like this, and it's all clear. I understand it.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
My
assalam.
name is Ariz Hassan, and I'm here to describe the tense that is present perfect passive voice. Mainly we use present perfect passive form for all same reasons we use it in active forms. Basically this tense is used to describe the situations that are done recently or in ongoing time, not for those situations that have been done for so long. Example that Mr. Qasim Ali Shah has been delivering a lecture earlier
That's right. Yeah, delivering a lecture earlier.
The uses of these sentences, main uses are 5, and these are experiences and achievements, changes over time, incomplete actions without expected ends, continuous actions started in past, and past actions which resulted in present. Basically, these all have same meaning, that an action has been done in the past and we now at present are expecting the result of that action. For example, in active voice, the sentence is I have written an amazing song. When we turn it to in passive voice, the sentence is an amazing song has been written by me. The main principle of this tense is...
Okay, time's over. This is very good. Present perfect passive voice. Thank you.
Today my topic is uses of since and for. So we use for a period with a period of time in the past, present or future. While we use since with point in a time in the past, we don't use since with a period of time. For example, she has been on the phone for hours. That's correct, but wrong is she has been on the phone since hours. That is wrong. The phone for hours. And first I discuss about the use of for. In English, we use the preposition for to talk an amount of time or space. The amount of time could be seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, or even years. For example, last year I traveled for 3 weeks. I am traveling for 3 weeks. That's present continuous. While use of since, we use since to refer to a point of time. Since can refer to a point after a specific time or even in the past. For example, I have been.
Okay, so the first thing is nice tie. Tie अच्छी लग रही है भाई. Yeah, thank you. Right? Okay, he did notice that. Second, you are mostly communicating with your hand out. आप हैंड आउट को ही बता रहे थे, हाँ भाई समझ आ रही तुम्हें, लाइक दैट. जस्ट लुक एट द ऑडियंस एज वेल, राइट? इट्स जस्ट नॉट दैट यू आर रीडिंग. और दूसरा, जब आपने स्टार्ट किया आपकी आवाज़ में एनर्जी नहीं थी, जानदार आवाज़ नहीं थी. ये आवाज़ होती है रात को 12 बजे के बाद जो रेडियो पे आते हैं, ख़वातीन व हज़रात, बंदे को वैसे ही नींद आनी शुरू हो जाती है. ठीक है, तो थोड़ा आवाज़ में एनर्जी लेके आएँ. 12 बजे से पहले वाली आवाज़ होनी चाहिए.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, माय नेम इज़ मोहम्मद अमीर हमजा एंड आई एम हियर टू tell about the uses of used to in sentences. In
मास्क
past,
लगा लें, जिसको कफिंग हो रही है ना, मास्क लगा लें प्लीज.
in past, in present and in future sentences, that how we use used to in sentences. Basically, we use used to in the sentences when we are talking about the actions which we repeat in our daily life routine. For example, we have hobby of playing football or anything, and then we will use to express that thing. The structure is very simple for this. That is subject plus ismr in the present tense plus used to and plus always use the first form of verb and object. So in the simple past sentences, we will say I used to play football. Football is our hobby, it's my hobby, and I will express I used to play football, she used to read books.
इसको ट्रांसलेट करें उर्दू में ज़रा.
I used to, मैं वॉलीबॉल खेलने का शौकीन था.
Wrong. I used to play football means मैं फुटबॉल खेला करता था. I am used to playing football means मैं फुटबॉल खेलने का आदी हूँ.
सर वो प्रेजेंट पे आ रहा हूँ, ये पास्ट.
तो पास्ट में ट्रांसलेट तो आपने नहीं किया सही से. हाँ,
I used to play volleyball.
क्या मतलब है?
मैं वॉलीबॉल खेलने का शौकीन था.
I used to, USED, क्या मतलब है? मैं वॉलीबॉल खेला करता था. I used to go to school, मैं स्कूल जाया करता था. बच्चों की इंग्लिश खराब कर रहे हैं. हाँ ये
सर वो तकरीबन सेम बन जाते हैं.
हाँ सही बात है, वही बात हो गई ना. मैं KPK में था, वहाँ पे एक ने कहा कैट नहीं है केट है. मैंने कहा केट नहीं होता कैट होता है, कहता बात तो एक ही है ना, केट कह लो या कैट कह लो। सो एक बात नहीं है, दो बातें हैं, ठीक है। देखे आगे से अड़ गया है, नहीं यही है। ओके
एंड इन द
ऑलराइट, थैंक यू वेरी मच। सी दैट जब आप यहाँ पे आके डिलीवर कर रहे हैं, नो योर लेसन, आपको पता होना चाहिए आप बोल क्या रहे हैं। यानी कि इंग्लिश में बोल बोल के चले जाएं, ना मुझे समझ आई ना उनको समझ आएगी, तो फिर कुछ नहीं होगा, राइट। ओके, थैंक यू।
Assalamu alaikum, I am Umair Marayat and today we will talk about should. Should is a past tense and modal verb. Should is used to give advice or any recommendation. The modal verb should is used to politely obligations and duties. The structure of should is subject plus should plus first form of verb and object. For example, I should go with you. मुझे आप तुम्हारे साथ जाना चाहिए. In this case, it is a recommendation for me to take. Sentences are you should try to lose weight. ये तुम्हें अपना वजन कम करना चाहिए. This is an advice.
I started my walk last week, okay? Give me some time, I'll do it.
This is an advice to give. Second, they should fix this road. This is an
very good, very good. Please carry on.
This is the duty to obligations to give them. And at the last stage, the sentences she should fix her writings. इनके उन्हें अपनी लिखने को ठीक करना चाहिए, उन्हें अपनी लिखाई ठीक
करना चाहिए।
Yes,
सर पीरियड खत्म हो गया। ओके, गुड जॉब। थोड़ा सा मजीद ना अपनी जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, जो नॉलेज है, जो प्रेपरेशन है, उस पर फोकस करें, फिर मजीद बेहतर हो जाएगा। और कॉन्फिडेंट रहें, राइट। ये अब मैं वजन कम करके दिखाऊंगा आपको, ठीक है।
In the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the most beneficent and the most merciful.
Good.
My name is Tayyib Shahid and I am here to tell you about the use of may. May is a modal verb. It is used to express permission, possibility and wish. We use may for permission or verb that should to future present sentences. may इजाज़त मांगने के लिए या मुस्तकबिल का इम्कान जाहिर करने के लिए इस्तेमाल किया जाता है। जैसा कि पॉसिबिलिटी में इसकी एग्जाम्पल आएगी, इम्कान जाहिर करने के लिए, हो सकता है वो दफ्तर में हो, ही मे बी इन हिज ऑफिस। फॉर परमिशन, इजाज़त मांगने के लिए, क्या मैं अंदर आ जाऊँ, मे आई कम इन। मुस्तकबिल में होने वाले काम के लिए, कि हो सकता है मैं कनाडा चला जाऊँ, आई मे गो टू कनाडा। दुआ या बद्दुआ के लिए, जैसा अक्सर कि हम शॉर्ट फॉर्म में किसी को विश करते हैं उसकी बर्थडे के लिए और उसके बाद उसको दुआ देते हैं, अल्लाह तुम्हें लंबी ज़िंदगी दे, मे यू लिव लॉन्ग, थैंक यू।
Alright, this is awesome, very good. Keep it up like this, simple to understand.
Assalamu alaikum, this is me Abdullah Maroof and my topic is use of some and any. First we discuss sum. We use sum in countable and uncountable sentences. What is countable? Countable sentences are those which we can count, like there are 3 fans, they have 2 brothers. So these are countable sentences. And uncountable sentences are those the things we can't count, like I have some money in my bags. Money as a sentence is not countable, but probably we say 2 euros, 10 rupees. In that case we can count, otherwise money is uncountable. So let's look at example. There are some vegetables in the fridge. Fridge में कुछ सब्जियां पड़ी हैं. We don't say there are any vegetables in fridge. So here we use some. Second, I have some money in my bag. And first, vegetables are countable. We can count maybe 2 potatoes, 3 onions in the fridge. These are countable sentences. And second, I have some money in my bag. In this case, money is uncountable. We can't count. I don't know what is the money and what is our real amount of money. Second, some is also used in offering and requesting to someone. Look at the examples, like, would you like some more tea? We can't say, would you like any more tea? So this not make sense. Second, could I have some more water please? In this sentence, I'm requesting to someone, could I have some water please? So some is used in requesting and offering. Any. We use any in negative sentences and in questions. Like, she does not have any money. She does not. This is a negative sentence. And money, we also use any in positive and negative sentences also. Here money is also uncountable. Second, does she have any sisters?
Okay, this is very good. I mean, you elaborated very well and the handout is very good. Easy to understand. Good job.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
My name is Muhammad Usman. I hope you all will be fine by the grace of Allah. Today I will tell you about past perfect negative tense. For recognition in the end of sentence, we use chuka tha, chuki thi, chuke the. Helping verb. We use helping verb. The helping verb is had, that is used in past perfect sentence. For negative sentence, we use have, we use not after helping verb. मतलब के had के बाद जो है not इस्तेमाल होता है. There are some example. The first is he had not played cricket. वो cricket नहीं खेल चुका था. Number 2 is he had not drunk water. वो पानी नहीं पी चुका था. Number 3 is she had not gone to home. वो घर नहीं जा चुकी थी. Number 4 is the peon had rung the bell before I arrived. चपरासी मेरे पहुंचने से पहले घंटी बजा चुका था. The last is that they had not eaten the food. वो खाना नहीं खा चुके थे. That's from my side. Thank you.
All right. Overall, it's very good. थोड़ा सा facial expressions जो हैं उनको calm down करें. Variety of facial expressions होने चाहिए और जब आप बोलते हैं सर हिलाएं, कंधे हिलाएं, body language को थोड़ा सा further use करें. That will be fine. Good job. Thank you. The next one, please. All done? Good. और एक चीज़ और है. The way you think about this activity while you're sitting there, that really matters. क्या आप यहाँ बैठी हुई हैं, आपको लग रहा है अभी मेरी बारी आएगी, ये 5 लोग बोल के गए हैं, इनसे कम से कम अच्छा ही बोल लूँगी. होना ये चाहिए, एक कंपटीशन होना चाहिए, पॉजिटिव. सोचिए अच्छा ये जो बोल रहे हैं इनसे तो बहुत अच्छा है मेरा टॉपिक और ये बहुत अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस है. एक चीज़ और, अपने आप को कभी भी एवेल्यूएट ना करें. आप परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, ठीक है, कोई मेरे बालों को देख रहा है, मैं देखूँ अच्छा क्या हुआ, कंघी सही नहीं की, क्या हो गया, ये क्यों देख रहा है बालों को. Don't evaluate yourself. मत देखें कि मेरी परफॉर्मेंस कैसी जा रही है. ये बात की बात है. When you are performing, then you just perform. एक्टिंग करने वाले बाद में अपनी वीडियोस देखते हैं, फिर देखते हैं अच्छा मैंने कैसी एक्टिंग की, क्या गलती हुई, लेकिन परफॉर्म करते हुए बिल्कुल भी नहीं. राइट? सो आई मीन एक दिन आएगा जब आप इस दिन को याद करेंगे और हाथ उठा के दुआ देंगे कासिम अली शाह साहब को कि उन्होंने इतना अच्छा वो कंट्रीब्यूट किया, हमें इतना बहादुर कर दिया, उसके बाद हम लोग अनस्टॉपेबल हो गए ज़िंदगी में. और ये होगा, और ये करना आप लोगों ने है, किसी और ने नहीं करना. एक अपॉर्चुनिटी, एक प्लेटफॉर्म, एक चीज़ आपको दे दी, अब करना इसको आपने है. हाँ, मुझे लग रहा है मेरे अंदर कासिम अली शाह की रूह आ गई है, ये है क्योंकि मैं उनको इमिटेट करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. राइट? सो दिस इज समथिंग दैट. नाउ लिसन, वी आर ऑलमोस्ट डन विद दिस टेंसेस थिंग. अब आप एक अच्छी चीज़ देखें, पावर ऑफ शेयरिंग. इतने ही हैंड आउट आप लेके आए होंगे और इतने ही हैंड आउट साथ लेके जा भी रहे हैं. सो नुकसान नहीं हुआ. अगर कोई कहे मेरे 80 रुपये लग गए, मेरा 100 रुपया लग गया, मेरा 150 रुपया लग गया, सो नुकसान कोई नहीं हुआ. आप इतने हैंड आउट लेके आए, यही हैंड आउट आप लेके जाएंगे. ठीक है? सो नाउ व्हाट यू हैव टू डू विद दीज हैंड आउट्स, इनको पहले स्टेपल कर लीजिएगा, बाइंडिंग करवानी हो तो करवा लीजिएगा, किसी फाइल में रख लीजिएगा. एंड बिफोर यू कम फॉर द नेक्स्ट क्लास, अभी क्लास वैसे खत्म नहीं होने लगी, बोरिया बिस्तरा अभी ना बांधें, वी स्टिल हैव 15 to 20 minutes, राइट? सो बिफोर यू कम फॉर द नेक्स्ट क्लास, इसी के ऊपर एक एक दो सेंटेंसेस लिख के प्रैक्टिस कर लीजिएगा. एंड देन आई जस्ट आस्क यू सम क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम दिस हैंड आउट randomly, like for you one question, for you one question, and you have to answer. If you answer correctly, कितने नंबर मिलेंगे? 5. और अगर आंसर ना दिया 3 सेकंड के अंदर अंदर तो 0. ठीक है? हाँ, फिर वो रिजल्ट हम बड़ा करके ना इधर बाइट लगाएंगे. Yeah? All right. That's good. Okay, now let me tell you about the next activity. अच्छा जी, आप लोगों के साथ हमने वो लिंक शेयर किया एक गूगल ड्राइव का. गूगल ड्राइव में एक वर्ड मास्टर वोकेबलरी के नाम से कोर्स है. लिखें वर्ड मास्टर, WORD, वर्ड मास्टर वोकेबलरी. अच्छा ज़रा सुनिएगा करना क्या है. प्लीज़ लिसन टू दिस ऑडियो. वर्ड मास्टर वोकेबलरी ये सब आपको मिल जाएगा. ठीक है? अगर नहीं मिलेगा तो आप जो ग्रुप के हमारे वो क्या बोलते हैं एडमिन है, उनसे कांटेक्ट कीजिएगा, दे विल जस्ट प्रोवाइड यू दैट. ये लिंक शेयर किया हुआ है गूगल ड्राइव का, वर्ड मास्टर कोर्स. अब जरा देखिएगा कैसे स्टार्ट होता है.
This is Unit 1.
Cardinal, C-A-R-D-I-N-A-L, of prime importance, principal, pivotal.
आवाज कहाँ से सही आएगी?
Point of his proposal.
Okay.
Everything else hinged on it.
His cardinal rule is what goes
So what's the word? Cardinal, C-A-R-D-I-N-A-L. और साथ हल्का सा बैकग्राउंड पे वो म्यूजिक भी है and all that, right? So they will speak the word, spell the word, translate the word into English. आपने क्या करना है? आपने उसको उर्दू में साथ ऐड कर देना है, ठीक है? I play one more. और इसमें एक में 4 to 5 वर्ड्स हैं एक फाइल में. Let's see.
This is Unit 2.
Spasmodic.
Spasmodic.
S-P-A-S-M-O-D-I-C.
Spasmodic.
Sudden but short-lived.
Certain but short-lived. You can check the meaning in Urdu. Certain but short-lived. So like this, there will be 4 to 5 words, right? अच्छा जी, अब ये मैं आपको नंबर दे रहा हूँ, इस पे सीरियल नंबर वाइज है. ये जो सारी वोकेबलरी है, दिस इज सीरियल नंबर वाइज, राइट? आपने क्या करना है, इन सारे वर्ड्स में से जस्ट सिलेक्ट 1 or 2 वर्ड्स. बल्कि एक काम करें, इस पूरी ऑडियो को ही रिप्रोड्यूस करें. एक्सेंट, प्रोनाउंसिएशन, सेम जो वर्डिंग है बेशक वही यूज़ करें, लेकिन आपने इसमें उर्दू का एडिशन करना है. राइट हो गया? और वो फिर हम ग्रुप को ओपन करेंगे. फॉर द टाइम बीइंग आप उसको वहाँ पे शेयर करेंगे, और जो वर्ड्स आपने प्रिपेयर किए होंगे उस पर फिर हम आपको छोटा सा एक प्रेजेंटेशन भी देंगे, ठीक है? सो नोट कर लें नंबर. ऑलराइट, लेट्स स्टार्ट फ्रॉम हियर. नंबर 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 होगा, इंशाल्लाह होगा. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, ठीक है? हाँ ये वाला, ठीक है. 32, 33, 34, लास्ट वन फ्रॉम द लेडीज, ठीक है? 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48 and 49. ठीक हो गया? इसमें वैसे टोटल 100 फाइल्स हैं, तो ये 49 फाइल्स जो हैं इनको आपने, पहले मैं फिर बता रहा हूँ, वक्फे से जस्ट लिसन टू देम at least 10 to 20 times. You have to copy accent, pronunciation, style, each and everything. और ऐड क्या करना है? ऐड उसमें आपने सिर्फ उर्दू मीनिंग जो है, वर्ड का जो मीनिंग है वो आपने ऐड करना है. ऑडियो को रिप्रोड्यूस करना है. मोबाइल में रिकॉर्डिंग का ऑप्शन सबको पता है, आराम से खामोश कमरे में बैठ के एंड देन यू कैन गो ऑन एंड रिकॉर्ड योर वॉइस, राइट? कम्युनिकेशन पे फोकस करना है. अभी हमारी क्लास प्रॉबली आफ्टर 2 वीक्स होगी. अगर पहले हुआ तो विल इन्फॉर्म यू, बट अदरवाइज इट्स गोइंग टू बी हेल्ड आफ्टर 2 वीक्स सैटरडे को, ठीक है? तो उसके लिए जो है ये सारी चीज़ें अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करनी है. और ये हैंड आउट्स जो हैं इसको पढ़ना है, वोकेबलरी. नेक्स्ट क्लास में मैं एक्टिविटी आपको डिफरेंट दूंगा, राइट? प्लान कर लें या अनप्लान रहने दें? प्लान कर लें. अनप्लान्ड होनी चाहिए, सरप्राइज होना चाहिए कुछ. ओके, लेट्स जस्ट प्लान इट अ लिटिल, ठीक है? प्लान कर लेते हैं, देन यू विल बी फाइन. ओके, मुझे घूर के क्यों देख रही हैं आप बेटा? ये मैंने आपको आपकी बेहतरी के लिए यहाँ पे बुलाया. जस्ट जोकिंग, जस्ट जोकिंग. यू हैव टू डू इट इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास, ठीक है? ये अच्छा जी, लेट्स प्लान द एक्टिविटी फॉर द नेक्स्ट क्लास. कुछ आसान सा होना चाहिए, मुश्किल सा होना चाहिए? ये किसने कहा है मुश्किल? ठीक हो गया, नेक्स्ट आपसे यहाँ पे हल चलवाएंगे. ओके, जस्ट गिव यू समथिंग डिफिकल्ट. ऑलराइट, वी आर गोइंग टू हैव अ डबल प्रेजेंटेशन इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास. A double presentation. Now what's a double presentation? You will come here 2 by 2 and both of you are going to talk, right? Topic selection, it depends on you, right? Come over here, we demonstrate that. A double presentation. अब आपने decide करना है आपके साथ कौन आएगा. Let's stand over here, ठीक है? A very good morning to all of you. My name is Asad Yaqub.
Yes, here is Ali Asnair with him.
Okay, so today Ali is going to share some of his experiences, and at the same time I will tell you how to cope up with difficulties. So Ali, any problem you came across in your studies?
No, I have no problems as I am studying in the Qasim Ali Shah Foundations. They are giving me a lot of motivation to tackle this.
All right, and one thing I would like to add here, as he is the student of Qasim Ali Shah Foundation, he's been attending communication skills classes, and these classes proved very well for him. So Ali, what did you learn from these classes particularly?
I have learned a lot about English skills, communication skills, my accent about English, and how I can improve my English writing.
So Ali, like did anyone ever tell you how to dress up like this, or this is your own way of dressing yourself up?
Yes, of course, Sir Qasim Ali Shah informed us in the online sessions when he was teaching us there was a coronavirus. So he informed us when there will our physical classes, we will taught you a lot about your dressing, your personality, how you can perform well, your performance. Then I made my client well that I will be dressed very good.
All right, thank you, Ali. So guys, hopefully you would have enjoyed our chit chat, and thank you very much for listening to us. Take care. Thank you. Ali, let's go back. Okay. Thank you. Good job. समझ आ गया? I don't need any what do you say transcript कि मैं ये पूछूंगी तुम ये पूछना, right? And not in a way. Thank you. And not in a way that ये तो लिखा हुआ ही नहीं है. I don't want you to prepare anything. Now Ali and I, we demonstrated. हमने कोई preparation की थी? Tea time पे मैंने बताया था आपने ये कहना है मैंने ये कहना है. It should be spontaneous. So try to be spontaneous. Why 2 by 2? Because you will get more confidence. And make it, we will do one thing. हम एक काम और करेंगे. हमें 2 मग चाहिए होंगे कासिम अली शाह फाउंडेशन के, खाली ये भरे भी नहीं, चाय गिर जाएगी इनसे बच्चों से, ठीक है? So you'll be holding a mug in your hand like a morning talk show. ऐसे निता मैं आपको बताऊं पता है क्या होता है? ओके ये सलमा, लेकिन वो पता है घरों की जिम्मेदारियां भी तो होती हैं ना, अब आपको वो भी देखना होता है. तो चलें हम अगले सॉन्ग की तरफ चलते हैं. समथिंग लाइक दैट, राइट? सो विल बी होल्डिंग दैट मग के फीलिंग आए, राइट? एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ विल गो ऑन लाइक दिस. लेट्स मेक इट फन. और मुझे आपके अंदर से वो बोरिंग इंसान नहीं चाहिए. ओके गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन, हाय. ओके मुझे नहीं चाहिए ये वाला इंसान. मुझे वो चाहिए जो खुद भी हंसे और दूसरों को भी हंसाए. टॉक इन अ प्लेजेंट वे, सब लोग आपको सुने. और कोशिश कीजिएगा कि आपकी बात का कोई थीम होना चाहिए, कोई सर पैर होना चाहिए. नॉट लाइक गुड मॉर्निंग, हाउ आर यू, आई एम फाइन थैंक यू, हाउ आर यू, आई एम ऑल्सो फाइन, व्हाट्स अप, नथिंग अप. ये नहीं चाहिए. कोई थीम एक खुद से ना मतलब बना लें कि इस चीज़ पे हम लोग बातचीत करेंगे. और कोशिश कीजिएगा कि प्री प्लान ना हो. आपके माइंड में हो कि मैंने ये बोलना है, दूसरे के माइंड में हो मैंने ये बोलना है. फिर आपस में एक दूसरे के साथ इंटरेक्ट कीजिएगा, क्वेश्चंस कीजिएगा. दैट विल बी मोर फन. ठीक हो गया? अब ये दूसरा जो भी आपका पार्टनर, एक काम और कर लें. यू कैन एक्सचेंज द नंबर्स. जो पार्टनर बनने हैं वो डिसाइड कर लें. गर्ल्स सेपरेट, बॉयज सेपरेट. एक्सचेंज द नंबर. व्हाट्सएप पे थोड़ी प्रैक्टिस कर लीजिएगा, ठीक है? प्रैक्टिस करते थे, तुमने ये नहीं कहना था, तुमने ये कहना था, समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो यू कैन प्रैक्टिस एंड व्हेन यू कम ओवर हियर विल हैव इट लाइक अ फनी वे, ठीक है? जैसे मॉर्निंग शो में होते हैं ना, हंसता मुस्कुराता हुआ चेहरा. और अब अगली क्लास से वैसे ड्रेसिंग भी अच्छी हो जाएगी सबकी, माशाल्लाह से अच्छी है ऑलरेडी. जो थोड़ी बहुत कमी कोताही है वो फिर सेट हो जाएगा सारा, ठीक है? सो विल बी फाइन. कैमरा के सामने आना है, प्रेजेंटेबल होके आएंगे तो आपका ही फायदा है, ठीक है? दैट विल बी गुड. सो ऑल द बेस्ट.